Hey, Dan Edwards here. We're gonna show you what we do when we get one in that we know nothing about. We've got to assess this horse. We've got to assess what the horse is. So this is a mare that we got in yesterday. I've never touched her. We're gonna pick just a real achievable exercise to get started. Make sure you got a good halter, not a nylon that's gonna break, and not that we're gonna tie her up or anything, but first thing I like to do, I like to see that they'll move away from something, not necessarily pull them. This is going to be what I'm going to use so I don't have to play tug-of-war, hopefully. So when we start out, we just try to get her where she'll lead between us and the wall. And someone's done a really nice job here. That's lots of times when they go past you in that spot, they're out of here, and we're anchor men, you know. So someone's done a good job here. She's not, look at that. She already knows how to follow the rope a little bit. We're not going to be too particular. We might ask her to do it with a little more pace. She knows where the end of that rope is. I don't expect her to whip around and face up right away. I just want to see that when I give her a little space, when I give her a little freedom, that she's not just going to run out that gate and down to Abilene before I can catch her again. I'd like her to still think if she's 10 foot away, she needs to know that she's still attached to this rope. Yeah, she's going to wallow around, and and then we might start stepping around there and changing directions a little quicker. See that we can step and she moves her hips away. And she looks pretty fresh, so you don't want to crowd that and get kicked in the head, because it can happen. We're starting the leading process. I'm not trying to chase her. Everything is leading her first. That's even from this early stage, it all carries over to when we ride her. I don't want to chase her for the next little bit, however long it takes me to get her where I can ride her. I want to teach her how to lead and follow the rope, so that when we go to ride her and she has trouble, we can step in there and help her. We're not just following her. I want her to follow me. I don't want to be the one following her. So by the time we get to where we're so we might let her run into it a little bit. She wants to be a bit bullheaded. But by the time we get to when we're riding her, we want to be the ones running the show. Good. I'm not after a blasting through here. It's about like when Lloyd Cox talks about training a cutting horse. If you can't do it slow, you can't do it fast. So when she gets the idea of going between me and the wall, we'll start. We don't want kids' ponies either that just walk over the top of us. There's a fine line in between that's called respect, and depending on the horse, this mare's just right in the middle. Depending on the horse, maybe we got to teeter-totter with that line of fear just a little bit. We don't want to scare them. We want to get a little more respect. And if they're really fearful of us, we got to treat them more like a kid's pony and try to dull that out and bring them down a little bit. There's a little happy place right in between. We kind of want to work with the horse, not work the horse, if that makes sense. I mean, we all got a job to do. They got a job to do too, and they need to do it. But we would like to think that some of it could be their idea. Doesn't have to be that way. There's many ways to go about it, but you're going to find a lot of the horses that that do good and win a lot, little piece of them wants to be there too. They don't fear everything. You know, I'm not big on bending them around until they lick their shoulder, but I want to see that she feels the slack come out of that rope and she's happy to be here. As soon as I let her go, she's not whiplashing back looking to go somewhere else, or when I bend her to me, I see this eyeball rolling around in the head just waiting for me to let her go. I want her to be happy just to be here with me. And when you got a really stiff horse, she's not going to be stiff at all, but when you got a really stiff horse, people tend to bend them more. I might try to bend them less.